They had millions, and surprisingly, they lost it all. Here's how these rappers went broke. My name is Minty Burns. This is the As the World Burns podcast.
Legacy looking proper, young Frank Sinatra, new silk, the shaka, drunk, drinking vodka, generation lost, I'ma bring it back, no Cindy laughing, more Dennis Rodman.
And today, I'm gonna do something slightly different, and I'm gonna react to a video that I found extremely interesting about how 9 very well-known rappers that we all know and love at one point in time actually went broke. Did they bounce back from it? Let's find out. Before I get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and of course, if you want to support the channel, hit it with a subscribe, all right? Now, let's get into this very intriguing video.
But a rap game means you get to ball out on jewelry, new whips, and huge cribs. But if you're not smart about it, you can end up being broke and famous at the same time. Today, we're breaking down
6ix9ine, definitely one of them.
Who balled too hard and ended up with empty pockets. 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine.
Oh, he's number
was on top
one.
of the game just a few years ago. But after spending time in prison, flipping on his own crew, and his numbers falling off, he's allegedly completely broke. Back in March, his manager, Wack 100, went on Clubhouse and backed up the rumors that 6ix9ine's bank account is empty. According to Wack, 6ix9ine is so broke that he had to send him $20 for some gas. Some people thought it was cap, because a few weeks after that, 6ix9ine posted...
Ain't no way Wack had to send 6ix9ine 20 bucks for some gas, but shit, I mean, anything is possible.
The video flexing millions in cash, cars, and jewelry. But according to him, it was all fake cash.
I'm never gonna address nothing. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. That's a half a ticket right there.
6ix9ine reportedly owes $1 million.
Remember, perception is reality, and we be falling for stupid shit like that all the time. We gotta, don't forget that.
His accountant backed him up and said it would bankrupt him. It's not clear how the situation will shake out, but it looks like 6ix9ine really did go broke. He's still flexing on social media, but if the cash was fake, that means everything else could be an act too. The whips he
We know that Gumbo video was an act. I mean, his whole career is an act.
The judge makes him pay the full $1 million. If he
That's
declares bankruptcy,
obvious.
then his pockets really are empty. But if he pays the victims out, then it's clear he was just trying to hide his money and get out of the settlement. Nas. A lot of hip-hop fans think Nas is one of the best to ever do it. That didn't stop
That's
him.
a tough one because everybody loves Nas.
He had to pay over $6 million in federal back taxes. And at the same time, Georgia claimed he owed over...
Nas, what you doing wearing a COVID mask in that video? Come on now.
...mil and state taxes too. He bought a $500K house with his ex in 2004. But in 2012, it got repossessed because he couldn't make the payments. Even though he lost it all, Nas said, "The way we live is no regrets. Everything is a learning experience, and your mistakes, when you go back to look at them, are just moments of being human."
I mean, me personally, I know Nas didn't, have any type of Jay-Z career. He doesn't seem as thirsty for money and as grimy of a person. He's kept it more thorough, in my opinion. He kept it more true to himself, and I guess that could lead to not as much money, maybe a little overspending, some bad financial decisions, and it makes sense. Even your favorite rapper can go broke at a point in time.
Nas started investing in startup companies like Dropbox, Lyft, Robinhood,
There you go.
Coinbase, and hit it big. His net worth is estimated at $70 million right now.
No
so
way.
he definitely turned it all around.
That's
Kanye
epic.
West. Kanye is one of the most successful rappers in the game, which is why fans were...
Now, if Kanye went broke, anybody can bounce back, because we all know he's up billions now, or at least a billy.
shocked in 2016 when he told everyone he was $53 million in debt and asked Mark Zuckerberg to give him $1 billion investment.
I remember that shit. That's when he was trying to build the Yeezy brand by himself.
Back in 2009, he started a label called Pastel, which got shut down after a few months. Then a couple years later, he lost more when he tried to start a high-end women's fashion company that never even hit stores. Being $53 million in debt sounds like a nightmare, but Ye turned it all around and he linked up with Adidas for his Yeezy company. A few years after he was asking Zuckerberg for a bailout, Forbes reported that Ye earned over $150 million from Yeezy sales. In July, Billboard broke the news that Ye is facing a $7.1 million lawsuit from a production company called Phantom Labs to help with his Donda 2 release. Ye is also facing a lawsuit from a fashion rental company that says he owes them hundreds of thousands in fees and that he hasn't returned rare esteemed pieces that he rented. Kanye was a billionaire up until his recent cancellation made him fall to around a $400 million net worth. His pockets definitely aren't light. That's a big hit. Fat Joe. Fat Joe blew up in the
However, this video is a few years old, so now we all know Kanye's up a Billy, which is why he's able to go so crazy, speak his mind, release music, and do whatever the fuck he wants on his own terms. Because nobody controls him, including Adidas.
90s with the
Now,
track
Fat Joe, we all know he
He
went to
kept
jail
pushing
for
in
not
2000s,
paying
Tracks like
taxes.
Lean Back with his Terror Squad label. But then his career started falling off. In 2012, he pleaded guilty to tax evasion and got locked up for 3 months. He owed the government over $3 million in taxes.
I'll never forget when Fat Joe said he opens the door for DJ Khaled because that's how much richer Khaled is than him, which is crazy to me because it's pretty much Fat Joe who put on DJ Khaled and gave him that cosign from an official New York rapper to even, become a celebrity status DJ.
He didn't pay from 2007 to 2010, so they locked him up. And he tried to dodge the payments. He got out in November 2013 and hasn't had any more issues. But it's a good reminder that the government doesn't play around when you owe them money. Fat Joe even joked about the situation when he hosted the 2022 BET Hip Hop Awards.
I've been in the game for over 20 years. I've been rich, went broke, been rich, and goddamn it, we staying here right now. I'm happy to see y'all looking great, y'all shining. Be sure to know, the IRS see you shining too.
He was joking around when he said it. Hopefully everyone in the crowd took him seriously. Rappers get caught up in tax situations all the time, and Fat Joe knows firsthand how bad it can get. T-Pain. Back in the day,
T-Pain's actually got a really good interview with Steve-O on his Bus series about his experience in the music industry, thinking it was all women, swimming pools, and endless money, and it didn't turn out that way for him.
One of the hottest rappers in the game. He has 2 Grammys, plus a certified diamond hit with Flow Rider for the track Low. But in 2019, he admitted he went so broke that he had to borrow money just to buy Burger King for his kids. T-Pain went on The Breakfast Club and said that he had $40 million stacked up, but blew it all and ended up with nothing. He told them, that's when I was running out of money. That's when my accountant was like, dude, you just bought a Bugatti, you're out of money. And I was like, no, I'm not. I got this house I want to get. I got this other house from my assistants, from my runners and producers. So we bought a house after that, and we just started going crazy with money, and I wasn't paying attention to it. He was letting his manager run the real estate situation, but it turns out he was just buying dumps that they couldn't sell. Pain said these were terrible neighborhoods in Florida. Yep, crack house for sure. Still a crack
He tried to
house
get in
right
the
now.
real estate game,
Like Pain
but
to bounce back after going
damn.
broke. But last year, he posted a video of his Rolls Royce getting repossessed. He captioned the clip with, if you have somebody watching your money, make sure you have somebody watching them too. Good news is, I've been here before and I know how to bounce back. So people thought it was real, but Pain confirmed it was just a joke and a reminder of
T-Pain said in that interview that he never looked at his bank account until it was
Hopefully he's
empty.
got a better
So
team around him now.
you got to be a
If he's
little
not careful,
smarter than
he
that.
might
No?
end up having to ask for help buying
Kind of
fast food
deserve it
again.
if you're that ignorant.
50 Cent. 50 Cent was one of the biggest rappers of the 2000s and ended up with over $150 million in his bank account. That kind of cash should set you up for life. But after lawsuits and bad business deals, he went completely broke and had over $30 million in debt. Back in 2007, 50 racked up over $100 million for his vitamin water deal. And in 2014, Frigo Revolution Wear handed over $78 million for a sponsorship. Zach O'Malley Greenberg from Forbes magazine said 50 Cent made around $300 million in 2 years. He has always been really good at profiting off of whatever his situation is.
I mean, he
Even
had that
Martin
whole
getting shot 9
bankruptcy
times.
situation where everybody was
That's
trying
why
to
fans
clown
were
him
shocked.
when he was in
50 filed
in a
bankruptcy
beef with
2015.
Fat Joe, and Joe was trying to clown him for the bankruptcy shit, but that was all like vitamin water business stuff.
He also had to shell out
That ain't have
$17
shit to do with his
million
personal
to a company called Sleek Audio.
income.
Then his unit movie production company shut down, his boxing promotion ran out of money, and he wasn't bringing in cash from music like he used to. 50 paid off his bankruptcy debt back in 2017, and sources say his pockets are back up to 30 mil, but that's nothing compared to the 150 mil he lost. Lil Bibby. Lil Bibby blew up back in 2013.
I'd say with
He was
Power
back
and
on
all
his
his
tape.
TV
He followed up with
shows
Back
and all
to
that
the
stuff,
next year,
50's
popped
up a
off
lot
even
more than 30
by
mil
getting the
now.
spot on the 2014 XXL freshman list. But even though he's bringing in tons of cash,
Damn,
Bibby's
Lil
still
Bibby
broke.
signed Juice
Last year,
World, I
he
think,
did
too.
an interview with Vlad TV and explained the situation. He told Vlad he was spending $6 or $7 grand a month on clothes just to flex and keep up with everyone else on social media. What turned it around for Bibby was getting some game from Kevin Gates. Gates could definitely afford to ball out, but he told Bibby that he only spent $300 a month on clothes. That's when Bibby switched up how he moved and started saving all his money. Then he got into real estate.
Kevin Gates is pretty a flashy dude. I find it surprising that he only spent $300 a month on Maybe he just spent all his money on jewelry and wore white tees.
Started running his own label, and now his pockets are up more than ever. Him and his brother discovered Juice WRLD back in 2017. Bibby told Double
Yeah, I
XL,
thought it was either him
"I
or
like to
G
make people a
Herbo,
lot
but
of
yeah, I was
money.
right. It was
I got
Bibby.
enough knowledge, and I studied this rap stuff, and I got enough relationships to help an artist help his family. I feel like just helping people." Ja Rule. Ja Rule is famous for his legendary beef with 50 Cent, and he made a ton of money back in the day. His albums, Rule 336 and Pain is Love,
His fall off was
50
pretty
copies,
epic.
made him one of the
50
hottest rappers in 2000.
killed his career,
Like a lot of
so
artists from that era,
Murder
his
Inc. went through a
career
bunch of
eventually
legal
slowed down,
drama.
money ran out.
You know,
2010,
R.I.P.
Ja was
Irv
sentenced to 2
Gotti
years
too,
for
by the
liquor
way.
charge.
You know what I'm
He went
saying?
in on
So
June 8, 2011, and then a month later, he
this
got
one's
a
kind of
court battle.
obvious.
He was
Ja
sentenced.
Rule
Ja
lost a
had
bunch of
nearly
money
28
and got
months
caught up in
in
that whole
prison,
Fire
tax
Festival
evasion.
shit.
He didn't pay income tax.
That was pretty
for $3 million
embarrassing.
he made between 2004 and 2006, but it took the government a while to prosecute him over it. Ja got released.
I know he had like a
on charge
residency in
February 2013,
Vegas
but then
for a
Feds
while,
took him straight
but
back to prison, so he
that
just
probably
spent the last
wasn't
6
enough to
months
get
on
him
tax
out of the
evasion
hole
charge.
or
He
whatever
kept his head down for a
situation he
while
was
after
in.
getting released. But in 2017, he was facing a $100 million lawsuit over the Fire Festival disaster. The case went on for 2 years, but luckily, in 2019, he was cleared from the lawsuit. After the news broke, he told TMZ, "It's not funny to me, man. It's heartbreaking to me. It was something that I really wanted to be special and amazing, and it just didn't turn out that way. The Fire Festival was a nightmare, but at least Ja made it out of the situation without having to pay the $100 million.
Damn.
Because if that went through, he'd probably be broke for the rest of his life."
Straight up. All right, there you have it. 9 rappers we all know that went broke, and some of them bounced back at one point in time, okay? So that should be enough of a lesson to anybody that wants to get into music, into the entertainment industry, that it's hard to make the money, and when it does come, it's even easier to spend it. It'll disappear as fast as you make it. So just like any other industry, you still got to be smart. You still got to try to live within your means, as difficult as that is in the fucking rap industry, all right? So that's my take on shit. You guys let me know what you think about that video in the comments, and do you want me to do more reactions to shit like this? Please let me know. We're testing out new styles of content. We're trying different things and seeing what sticks, all right? That's it for today. My name is Minty Burns. This is the As the World Burns podcast. Please smash that like button, support the channel, hit it with a subscribe, turn on your notifications, because why the hell not? And I hope you guys have a blessed day and a blessed week, all right? Much love. Peace.
What's really frightening about this fire is how quickly it took off.
I'm smoking hookah, watch the world burning down. What we gotta do to make the world turn around.